Now the Chicago River, originally, it was an industrial river. It was a river that was used for very specific transportation purposes, and it was really busy. It was actually the busiest river, in the world for almost 100 years in the 1800s. It was actually known you could walk all the way down the main branch just on the tops of barges and industry boats. You just walk all the way down. It could be so back to back. These days, you don't really see many barges around. There are some. There is a cement factory that actually uses the river for industry purposes, and you will see its barges going up and down carrying things like sand and gravel, but mostly it's a recreational river. It's more of a fun community building place these days. Ooh, we have a great picture coming up for those of you taking pictures. This is actually a very important part of the Chicago River. It's an area known as Wolf Point. So welcome to Wolf Point, everybody. Now the reason this is one of my favorite photos actually has to do with the very reflective nature of so many of these buildings. They're reflecting each other and the rest of the skyline back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's giving you a skyline you literally can only see in the glass facades of these buildings. It's kind of like a second dimension if you like the sci-fi stuff. It's only going to be added to, however, because the construction site on our right side here, that's going to be 2 brand new skyscrapers going up within the next 5 years. It's very exciting. Actually, a lot of times people will do this tour more than once in their life. Some people do it many times, just every time they come through Chicago. And so if anyone's done this tour from before 5 years ago, you might realize this area looks very different. There's a bunch of new buildings coming up, and so that's going to keep happening with the river. So keep coming back on these tours because it really does change quite a bit. Now when the 3 branches of the Chicago River come together at Wolf Point here, they make a gigantic Y shape. And the Y is actually the official symbol of the city of Chicago. You'll see it on official documents. You'll see it kind of peppered around designs downtown. You'll actually see it directly over here on our right side at this little fence. You'll see a circle with a Y in it. That is the official symbol of the city of Chicago. And if you follow your eye line down this fence, it's going to lead you right into this giant bridge up here. This is a dead bridge, ladies and gentlemen. Why do I call it a dead bridge? Well,